If you're an ambitious Muslim, intelligent, capable, but still held back by fear, hesitation, or self-doubt, this might be the most important video you watch this year, because I'm going to show you exactly how I broke free from fear, overcame my hesitation to speak, and built unshakable confidence as a Muslim without faking it, forcing it, or compromising my iman. For most of my life, I struggled with confidence. At university, I would literally do all of the group work just to avoid speaking during the presentation. I would stay silent, not because I didn't know what to say, but because I was afraid of being seen. Even when I accepted leadership roles in dawah, like running Al-Maghrib Institute, I did it under one condition: please don't make me speak in public. Deep down, I was afraid, not of failure, but of being seen, judged, and exposed. And yet I knew deep down I was made for more. I knew that staying silent was hurting not just me, but the people I could be helping. Fast forward to today, and I ended up coaching some of the most influential Muslims on the planet. People like Hamza Zortzis, Abdurrahim Green, Sabur Ahmed, and Muhammad Hijab, and many others on how to speak, communicate, and influence with confidence. So how did I go from hiding to training leaders? I discovered a process, a complete transformation system, and that's what I want to share with you today. Most Muslims think confidence is about hype or being loud or faking it until it feels real, but that's not our way. Confidence built on ego breaks down under pressure. Real confidence is built on iman, purpose, and identity. The truth is, if you don't fix what's underneath the fear, no speaking course or mindset hack will help you. What you need is a complete identity and action shift. One that's rooted in Islam. One that transforms the way you think, speak, and lead. That's why I created something that fixes the real root of the issue, not just the surface level symptoms. I call it the Believer's Confidence Accelerator. It's a mentorship experience designed specifically for Muslims who want to stop overthinking and start speaking with clarity and make a real impact in their career, relationships, or even dawah. Inside the program, I walk you through the exact steps that I used and I now teach to Muslims in over 40 countries. It's called the Fearless Muslim Framework, and I want to break it down for you right now. Before I give you the step-by-step framework, I want you to understand what's really holding most Muslims back from showing up confidently. There are 4 things, and I call them the 4 dream destroyers. The first one is fear. This is the voice that says, what if I fail? What if they judge me? The second one is negative thinking. This is when you overthink, when you second guess, or you wait for the perfect time or perfect clarity. The third dream destroyer is weak communication. This is when you have value, but you can't express it powerfully. And the last one is weak action. You know what to do, but you don't do it consistently. If you don't remove all of these, you'll stay stuck no matter how smart, talented, or well-intentioned you are. Now let's walk through the framework and how each phase directly replaces a dream destroyer with the transformation you actually need. Number 1 is reset your identity. This fixes your fear. So what does it mean to reset your identity, and how do you actually do it? This is about transforming how you see yourself, not just as someone trying to be confident, but someone who was created to make an impact. To reset your identity, you need to detach yourself from the old labels that you have. For example, I'm shy, I'm quiet, I'm not confident. These are stories and not facts. The second thing is that you have to rebuild your self-image based on the Islamic truth. You are not defined by your past, you are defined by what Allah says about you. And then the third thing is to decide who you're becoming. A confident speaker, a role model, a source of calm, clarity, and courage. And then act from that place daily. The second step is to rewire your thinking. This fixes negative thinking. So how do you rewire your thinking? Well, this is all about mastering your internal world, because what you focus on becomes how you feel, and how you feel becomes how you act. To rewire your thinking, you need to do 3 things. The first is that you need to train your focus. Focus on the blessings, not on the gaps. Gratitude will fuel your courage. The second thing is to interrupt the overthinking loop. Clarity doesn't come from thinking more, it comes from acting with purpose. And then the third thing is build decision-making trust. This is when you learn to act from tawakkul. When you trust Allah, you don't need to fear what people think. The third part of the framework is to master your communication. This fixes the weak communication dream destroyer. Let's talk about this. This is where confidence becomes visible, because communication is how you carry your ideas, your dawah, your leadership, and your presence in the world. The 3 things to master your communication are: 1, Upgrade your self-talk. Stop tearing yourself down before anyone else gets a chance. Number 2, use high-impact frameworks. Learn how to speak clearly, lead conversations, and be respected in work and your life. The third and final part is to speak with sincerity, not pressure. You are not speaking to impress people. You are speaking to serve. That's what makes it powerful. The fourth part of the framework is to lead with action. This fixes weak action. And how do you actually do this? Well, this is where confidence becomes a lifestyle. You stop thinking about being confident and you start becoming it through daily repetition. To lead with action, you need to do 3 things. The first is design purposeful mornings. Start your day with Quran, clarity, and conviction, not chaos and scrolling. Number 2, take weekly confidence challenges. Speak up in different situations. Go first, ask the question, say yes to things. And the third thing is to track your wins and reinforce your identity. Each bold move tells your brain, this is who I am right now. And the best part, this framework isn't just theory. It works in the real world. Let me give you a few quick examples. One of my students, Waqar, he went from avoiding people to confidently speaking with strangers every day, and he was able to get a promotion and lead teams. Salahuddin, a reaver who once feared judgment, now leads dawah teams around the world. And sisters who used to stay silent in meetings, they now speak up, lead with confidence, and some of them have even become best-selling authors. When you reset your identity, rewire your thoughts, speak with presence, and act boldly, everything changes. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. If you're ready to break free from fear, speak with power, and finally become the Muslim you were created to be, then DM me the word ready on Instagram. I'll send you all the details about the Believer's Confidence Accelerator. No pressure, no sales call, just a clear next step if it's the right fit for you. Remember, you weren't created to live small. You were created to carry the message, to speak the truth, to lead with strength and sincerity. DM me the word ready and let's begin. Bismillah.